You may have seen a little silly video we did recently. This is our fake thoughts on this movie.
Yeah.
This is the joke video.
Yeah, this is the joke.
This is the joke.
No, this is not the jokes. This is all real, guys. This is just not AI. This is AI.
Point at them.
Don't point at them.
What are you doing?
Welcome back to Attention Span. Michael Jackson is an artist from the late 60s. This guy is controversial, but what's not controversial is how good his music is. That is something we can say.
That's something I think everyone can agree on. From the 60s to the 90s, was releasing maybe the greatest music to grace the earth.
And we heard this music on the Dolby speakers. Mm-hmm. And that
at the Michael movie.
We got flown out. I don't know if you saw our TikTok on that, but
that wasn't a joke.
We've been really serious about this movie, and now it's time to get a little silly and talk about how bad it is. Luke, what are your thoughts?
This is just awful. No, this is a real review. I know we've played with you a little bit, pulled your strings a bit, but this is just awful. This is, I just like, what's the plot? The plot is him trying to get revenge on his dad. What's the climax of that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't... Yeah. What was the climax of the movie? It was a really odd structured...
I have a problem with how they resolved it, I guess, but we'll get into that once we get into spoilers, but yeah.
Is that it? That's all you thought? Okay.
Okay. Well, like I said, the music... It's a cheat code, because I was like in the theater for the first half of the movie being like, okay, this is awesome. I'm hearing Michael Jackson music at decibels that are high. And my ears were loving it. And my body was grooving. But my mind was off because this movie is a mess. The characters are flat and unforgettable, even though they're real people. I don't know. I couldn't tell you who anyone is besides Michael Jackson. Again, not even that. Yeah, did not love it. I was bored. How am I going to be bored when you're blasting Billie Jean in my ears? I don't know, but it happened.
Billie Jean is not so boring, but the movie made it so boring. But the boring was so boring.
Not good. It's really bad.
Interesting.
Like he said, it's cheating because you're playing the greatest music ever, like we just said. Blasting it, and it's obviously that's awesome, but I need everyone to just sit for a second and realize and look at in between the music is a really bad movie. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to say that this is the first time in the history of this channel that we've talked about a truly evil movie. This is a really, I think, evil movie. Okay. Like genuinely to its core.
Mm. Okay.
Really just, disgusting. Mm. I was uncomfortable at some points.
Yeah, definitely. They talked about some things where it's like, hey, you know what happened there, but you're still okay with talking about it?
They're trying to paint him in a really positive light. Mm-hmm. And, okay, I guess we have to talk. There's no way around it. We have to talk about it.
Yeah. You want to get to it now or later?
Okay. There are allegations to Michael Jackson. There's a documentary in 2019 called Leaving Neverland that documents the specific case, I think, or maybe a few cases, of the fact that Michael Jackson he was acquitted of everything. Mm-hmm. So, allegedly was into young boys. Mm-hmm. Now, officially, he didn't do anything inappropriate. However, there's multiple interview clips that I've seen of him admitting to sleeping in the same room as a young child that is not related to him.
When Gavin was there, he talked about the fact that he shares your bedroom.
Yes.
Can you understand why people would worry about that?
Because they're ignorant.
But is it really appropriate for a 44-year-old man to share a bedroom with a child who is not related to him at all?
That's a beautiful thing.
That's not a worrying thing?
Why should it be worrying? Who's the criminal? Who's Jack the Ripper in the room?
Very weird.
That's weird. How is that not weird?
Very weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You don't need to do... I don't care how bad your childhood was.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that.
And I think it would be a different story if the movie just didn't talk about it at all.
Exactly.
It would be different because they're not going into that, which is... whatever. You can have your opinion on that.
Exactly.
But they make they're referencing it.
They're trying to here's a little bit of it.
But then it's like, you get it because no, we don't get it. I don't understand sleeping in the same room as a young boy that is not my relative.
No.
I don't get it.
They don't say that. They don't bring, so the movie, the spoilers, who cares? I don't care.
Yeah, this movie sucks.
This movie sucks. What?
I have 5.
4.
Yeah.
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 stars out of 5.
5 stars.
I loved it.
We're back.
We're back. We're back in character. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. 4 out of 10. And honest to God, the more I think about it, the lower the score is getting in my mind.
The electricity from the songs in my body.
Exactly. It does a lot for this movie.
It really, because if I think about the movie outside of all the music, I'm like, what
are we doing?
Happened?
What are we doing?
Continue.
The timeline of this movie, in terms of what happens in the movie, it goes from his childhood, Michael's childhood, to the 80s when Bad comes out, right?
So yeah, from 68 to
80 something,
88 or 90 whenever Bad came out. I don't remember exactly.
So they don't ever touch on the court stuff that he went through.
No.
However, there's a scene in a toy store. Okay? And when it cuts to him in the toy store, I went, "Oh no."
Oh,
what's happening?
Oh, yeah.
And him and his security guard are in there and he's getting the toys cuz he's a kid at heart. That's the angle they're going at, is he's a kid at heart.
Sure.
Okay. Sure.
I guess.
And then they're standing in line and a kid and his mom are standing right behind him. Mm-hmm. And the mom goes, "Oh my God, that's Michael Jackson." And then she's like, can my son have an autograph? Trying to pretty much pawn her son off.
To get it. She was embarrassed that she wanted an autograph, so she
just wanted proximity to Michael.
The kid didn't know who he was.
Exactly. And then all these kids surround Michael Jackson.
He's signing all
these toys and
he's relating to the kids, talking about the toys that they're buying.
The excuse for Michael Jackson fans and the story that's pushed is that all the allegations against Michael were from parents that wanted money. So that scene is kind of trying to push that agenda onto the audience, which and then he's surrounded by children.
Yeah. And
the
angle they take for it is really, really ooh, that's gross.
And I'm not saying I'm not saying that, none of us are saying that we want to see that. The truth in the movie.
No.
first of all, maybe just don't make the movie.
First of all, maybe
this movie doesn't need to be made.
No.
Yeah. Don't make the movie, and if you do, there is the Neverland Escape from Neverland.
Leaving Neverland.
You can go see that,
or just
like don't
address it at all.
Yeah. There are problems with that, sure.
Yeah,
but it's better than just like doing this, making him seem like, he's misunderstood. He didn't have a proper childhood, so he just wants to be a kid, and then like trying to make people feel like bad and make them understand why he might have done what he was alleged to have done.
Why he had to sleep in the same room as children.
Of course.
Oh, I had to.
Yeah.
Weird. That is not the only reason why this movie's bad. Let's get
No.
That's one of the a multitude of reasons.
That just made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, that made me really uncomfortable. I didn't like it.
I didn't either.
But the movie,
Let's talk about the.
Hey man,
let's talk about the fucking movie.
Get this out of your way. The movie is extremely flawed.
Yeah.
Luke, what did you not like about this movie?
Basically everything. I liked the I liked the performances in the movie. I think the acting was decent.
But yeah,
I think it was a well acted movie. Everything else kind of sucks.
It's just surface level. I think pretty much everything.
There's I was looking at it, and some people on TikTok are just idiots because I see people not like Michael, and they say like, I wish there was more character development with the Jackson 5.
Yeah.
And I see a comment that says, it's not called Jackson 5, it's called Michael.
You need a supporting character. You need
any supporting character.
You need support. Whoever commented that needs some support in their life. And, it's like, it's not called the Jackson 5 movie. Or it's not called Joseph Jackson, the evil man. It's just
that's what it felt like it was called.
But it's like, yes, it's called Michael. But it's like, I'm not just going to sit and watch a whole movie about Michael Jackson performing and then not expect, like, Quincy to be there or the Jackson 5 to be there. So
him to care about his brothers, which doesn't really show, just, or like Quincy or his dad even. Like, the performances, I think Jafar Jackson is doing a good job.
Yeah.
It's really actually impressive what he's doing.
It really is.
Now, does that translate to being a best actor worthy performance? No. But it is extremely impressive. He sounds like Michael, looks like Michael, which is not hard to do, I guess. But
yeah. Can I also add real quick? I think he could give an incredible performance that's layered and this and that and be worthy of an Oscar nomination, but it's not in the writing. It's not in the direction. Like, he doesn't have the chance to do that. Yeah. Because it's all imitation.
Yeah.
That's all he's given to do. Is
just doing an impression.
Yeah.
Which is good and impressive, like I said.
Really impressive.
Yeah. But it's not like groundbreaking. I wasn't it's just like, okay, this guy's doing a really good job impersonating Michael Jackson. Coleman Domingo, before the movie, I was hearing, best supporting. But what?
No.
He was just bad dad.
And he's good.
He's good.
He's always good.
Yeah, he's incredible.
He's always consistently good.
But like, this role is just one thing. Yep. You're just being a bad dad.
I would say every role is pretty much one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many are there? Like 3?
I don't know. Every dynamic is one note.
Yeah.
Every role is pretty one note.
The characters are just one thing.
They're not characters. They're things to look at on the screen.
Yeah.
While they deliver dialogue.
Oh, what I was going to say earlier, like the climax or him like addressing the crowd, being like, this is our last tour, basically like sticking it to his dad. Maybe that's what happened in real life. So, fine.
It did happen. That did happen in real life.
Yeah. I assume that's what actually happened. I think for the movie, it would have been way better if he spoke to his dad directly. Because the entire movie, he's like, his dad tells him to do something and he can't stand up to his dad. Fair.
Yeah.
But like some actual growth and something interesting in the plot would be him confronting his dad, and it would make for a better movie.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't, and so it just kind of feels like, oh, so that's it, and then he's performing that, and then you're like, oh, okay, that's it.
I agree with pretty much everything they just said. I'm thinking about it, like I never felt like any amount of tension, like at all. Even like when he's going against his dad, like
When his hair's on fire.
when his hair's on fire, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. Like I didn't care about any of the characters, like on a movie level. You would think that when he's like talking to his dad, I would feel like, oh God, this is kind of scary, or like, I don't know, like in Succession when they talk back to Logan, it's like holy shit, this is scary. Or like, I don't know, like the direction or the director and like the filmmakers, they just like expect you to like.
Well, it's Michael Jackson. You know his dad's bad. So
You
should
care.
Yeah,
The
you
best
care.
way to describe this movie is it's not a real movie, and it feels like the Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie.
Yeah.
It feels like a movie that was shot on a tour, which I guess
Yeah.
is good for some people, but it's like you're specifically making it a movie, then have something there.
Have a plot. Thriller.
Yeah.
Where in the movie is like it
Like,
is
why did that happen? I don't even remember why.
he started watching. He was like all of a sudden
He wanted to
was-
make a short film.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
and all of a sudden he was watching horror movies, and all of a sudden now the album's name is Thriller, and we hear about how big Thriller was. We like
Yeah,
you know
you
what I
never
mean?
really like feel it in the yeah.
And obviously you know Thriller,
But that's the thing. It's like expecting. Oh, like you said,
know.
you know,
You know
Michael Jackson,
Thriller.
you know Thriller, you know it.
yeah, and so that's like one of the best albums ever made, probably. And you spend 15 minutes of the movie being like, "Oh, this is when he started watching horror movies," and then so now it's called, and he's making it, but you don't see it, and like,
Yeah.
And with like
it's just like bizarre.
the album's like off the wall, you don't realize that's the album he's releasing until he shows the vinyl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the creative process. That is like the part I think that's like you could like really find. You don't want to show that Michael Jackson was kind of a weirdo. Okay,
show him being a genius.
but like their version of that is just like Quincy Jones sitting there watching him sing. And that's it. There's no struggle. There's no like trying to figure it out. Which like maybe okay, I don't know what Michael Jackson was like in the studio. I'm sure there's many accounts. I haven't looked into it, but like I want to see like how he figures something out. And like it's literally just him like going
Yeah,
and like
which is like fine.
which is like mildly entertaining, but like I don't know, like a complete unknown with Timothy, like him figuring out why he wanted to go that direction with the sound. That was interesting,
Yeah.
and like that was like a tense process.
The scene of them in the studio with with the band, and then they pull the guy in to play the keys. I love that.
Exactly.
Like he's like directing. He's like a director in the studio.
Yeah.
And he's like doing this, and you can like see what he's like doing and like feeling. But for this, I think the only thing we get, which I actually did kind of like, was when he was a kid recording stuff for Jackson 5
Yeah,
or whatever.
and that was genuinely.
And he's like dancing around and they were like, "You gotta stop." And I was like, "Okay, that's interesting."
Exactly. Yeah. And but then like every subsequent song creation scene is like that, a different version of that, but without that like tension of like he has to
stay still, and it's different than being on stage.
Now it's just there. Quincy Jones is here, and Quincy Jones is just in awe of Michael's talent. And
Quincy Jones, the only thing he does in the movie is hit record.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the only thing he does, dude.
he just
I'm sorry, Quincy Jones, like that album is not that album without Quincy Jones.
not even close.
And it doesn't feel like the movie is even like addressing that. It's just like Quincy Jones was there, and then Michael just
sang.
sang, and that was it. I don't know. Like,
Yeah. I watched in New York on Broadway.
You were in New York.
I was in New York on Broadway. I saw the Michael Jackson play.
Okay.
I have the playbook right here.
Interesting.
Pretty cool. Really awesome.
Okay.
It was the only play I've ever seen. And in the play, which is probably roughly the same amount of time as this movie.
Yeah, like a 2 hour.
It does the same amount, same time span, but way better. And the stuff with Quincy Jones is awesome because they get out there and like he's like messing around and then like he finds something that he likes and then Michael's there and like figuring out what he's gonna do. I was like, when I in New York on Broadway, I feel that. That's awesome. And I want to see more of that. And then in this, it's just Quincy is no one. Like Quincy could be anyone.
Exactly. If you didn't know anything about the history of music, Quincy Jones is a guy that hits record.
He just hits record and then it's like this.
You would think the greatest pop star of all time, creative genius, blah, 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 incredible aesthetics.
Yeah.
Where are those in this movie? Looks like a Hallmark movie. Like, genuinely. Mm-hmm. He had, during his life, Scorsese, David Lynch, John Landis. Whoops. John Landis. George Lucas. He had all these incredible visual directors directing his music videos, and they look like movies.
Yeah.
And
Thriller, dude.
Thriller.
That's the best music video of all time.
John Landis.
Great director.
That was after the Twilight Zone. Whoa. Oh yeah, he likes to protect the kids.
Whoops.
Michael loves kids. Okay. He loves them so much. He worked with a guy that killed 3 of them. And this movie, like Antoine Fuqua is, he directed Training Day, which is an incredible, but
Never seen it.
I
really good.
don't know.
I don't know where
I don't know where the director is. And like, what's going on, man?
I was like kind of interested when it started out and it was old in the 60s. Mm-hmm. And like the set was cool and like when they perform, I was like, okay. And I was like, is this going to be like kind of cool? And then everything after that, it's just like,
There were 2 parts in this movie that made me feel some sort of way, except for the music, obviously.
Yeah.
Which is,
Yeah. Again,
I chuckled when he was sitting in the pool and he goes, I have to sit here and I have to get music from God or else Prince will get it.
Yeah.
I thought that was okay. And the last part I liked was the start of the Bad Tour when it flashes the 1988 or 86, whatever, with Billy, with Bad. And he's jumping up and down. I thought that was cool.
Yeah. So.
We'll talk about this movie more soon.
We definitely will. This is going to be a big movie. It is a big movie.
Yeah. We'll talk, not about the movie
This guy
as much as we'll talk about the response to this movie in upcoming videos. Because I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Yeah.
This guy shot Description Man.
Yeah, he's a killer.
Yeah, over Michael.
Subscribe, share, like, comment, do all of the things. That notification button is wide open. If you enjoyed Michael, don't talk to us ever again. And if you disliked Michael, comment why you disliked it, and comment what you liked about it, and comment how much we are awesome.
And comment how we are horrible people for bringing up the allegations against Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
we are the
we're
horrible
awful.
people.
Yep. For bringing it up.
For just mentioning it.
Yep.
We're trying to take down a saint, a true American hero.
And we'll see you guys soon.